welcome to a video talking about the state of this horrible market right now. I'm not going to go into talking about the details. I think everyone and their dog knows what is going on. I'm here more to say how we should probably be looking at things going forward. I'm on the Solana chart right now, and as many of you know, I am a big Solana bull. I love Solana. I think it's the best blockchain. Objectively, it is the best blockchain. But with what's going on, that doesn't give it the green light for everything. Now, this meme coin situation with Argentina president, man, it's just such a fucked up situation. It's because if you just look at the charts for the entire Solana ecosystem has been just blown up, nuked, destroyed. That's probably the best word to use. Destroyed. Well, not completely. It's just down, right? But massively down. And this is because of a meme coin, man. Because of a meme coin. And it's insane how one thing can lead to an entire ecosystem being down about 25% or more. Like, it's insane. A meme coin can cause this much devastation in the Solana ecosystem. It's nuts. It's unbelievable. Anyway, I'm sure many of you, if you're in Solana, you feel the exact same way. Like, meme coins need to die. Like, I sold my Pepe a while ago when it topped. When it hit Coinbase, I just thought, you know what? That's it for now. I'll just get my profits and then go. And I did. I sold my Pepe. I might go back into it, but I say that now. But I'm such a hater of meme coins, right? Just Pepe is different. It's just it's not your so and so's launching a meme coin. It's different. It's just Pepe is Pepe. Pepe is love. Pepe is life. Everyone loves Pepe. It's different. Anyway, this situation right now where Solana is massively down, and most altcoins are of course down, not just Solana. Bitcoin dominance is going back up. It was coming down. It's now climbing back up. We may see more red on the altcoins again, but with market open today, that could shift a lot of things. It could really shift things. And I'm hoping it does, because the altcoins need this sort of switch, because it's been so brutal, and for so long it's been so brutal. There are many indicators that show that we are peaking the bottom of max pain. So we are at that level now where things should start to turn around. You know, it's basic physics. We're at that low level now, and we can't really go any further, well, based on certain indicators anyway. So we should, in theory, based on history and based on, you know, market physics, you could say, we should be going up from here for altcoins. Of course, that is heavily and 100% reliant on Bitcoin, which is where I'm going to go to next in my thought discussion video thing here. It's heavily reliant on Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin drops 2%, altcoins drop, I would say, 6 to 10%. What now anyway, because of the Bitcoin dominance. If Bitcoin dominance was, you know, 58, 57, it'd be a bit different. But because of how high we are, the separation is just so drastic right now, and we need Bitcoin to, I would say, get to 99,000 for Solana to go back over 200. It's that sort of critical stage now where it's so Bitcoin is its own entity. It's in its own game right now, and it's just so apparent, and that's where I'm going to lead to now. I know we all want these good, quick, I wouldn't say quick, well, unless you're in a meme coin, it's quick, right? But good projects like Solana, Jupiter, Nasana, Radium, Deepbook, Cetus, they're on Sui. You know, those sorts of projects where they're good altcoins, they're actual projects where they do stuff. if you're invested in these good projects, whatever you're in, then you want those to succeed because you see the 5 to 10x potential in them, given their market cap, right? And you're reliant on, macro going your way. We want these things to come into our way. We need these events to happen outside of crypto for all our coins to pump. Because if for example, if they raise rates, then you're going to see a massive dump. That's an example. Whereas if they cut, we're going to see a pump, and a pump progressively over time. And the same when they do QE as well, quantitative easing. But going back to the point, we need Bitcoin to pump, right? We need that to happen for our altcoins to rally again. And it's just a bit depressing, right? When you have to rely, you're invested, right? You are invested in a project, but you are reliant on another entity, which is Bitcoin, to pump. Otherwise, your project will not pump. Of course, when it goes sideways, Bitcoin, then dominance comes down and alts tend to go up. But anyway, alts are getting butchered. So we need that sort of drive from Bitcoin to save our altcoins, right? For them to pump. Now, I knew this, we all knew this, right? We all know that that's a fact. Bitcoin drives the market. Bitcoin is the king. But we all know that. But we don't do anything in terms of Bitcoin. We don't invest too much in Bitcoin. We might have 5% in Bitcoin. Me, I've changed that completely, which I'm going to go into now. I think this is a massive lesson, and and in life you get better with your decisions and your executions in terms of trading or in terms of investing when you learn from your mistakes, so you don't do those sorts of things again. And I'm not saying investing in Solana is a mistake or Sui or whatever, but if you are Solana or whatever altcoin heavy over Bitcoin, then I think we're doing it wrong. And I know we are in it for the gains, the returns. I understand that. That's why I've been doing it. But it's going so badly because with Bitcoin, it's got so many plans going forward. We've got the strategic Bitcoin reserve. We've got Dubai are buying Bitcoin, their sovereign wealth fund thing. There's loads of things going on. I can't even remember if it's that. What have we got? We've got states buying, doing a reserve. We've got Michael Saylor. We've got the ETFs. It goes off my one hand now. It used to just be one thing. It just used to be ETFs. But that was last year, right? And even before that, there was nothing. But the point is, with all this massive adoption and massive institutional funds that are going into Bitcoin, or soon to be going into Bitcoin, it's only going to separate from the altcoins even further, right? It's going to be its own asset class. You can have Bitcoin and you can have your altcoins. We know that already. Those are two separate definitions, you could say. But we're going to have Bitcoin and then we're going to have crypto. And it's going to be it's going to just be classed completely different, in my opinion. We got Bitcoin and altcoins, like I just touched on. But it feels like it's going more like Bitcoin is completely separated from it because of what's going on, because of this mass adoption and buying that's going on. Yes, we've got stablecoin regulation coming up. We've got ETFs for Solana and XRP and a few others as well, Chainlink, Litecoin, things like that. That's going to drive, if they're approved, liquidity into those projects. Yes, fine, but I really think we should just be focusing. I would say now between 80 to 90% of your funds and your time dedicated to Bitcoin. Because if we just look at this is my watch list of all my things I follow, right, that I'm interested in. Some of these I'm invested in, and some of these I'm not. I just find them interesting and something, might buy one day, sort of thing. Hence, it's called a watch list. If we look at Bitcoin dominance, Bitcoin is 61% of the market. 61% minus, I think, stable coins is 5%. So, I think. So if we look at the change here, like if it's up or down, Bitcoin is flat. Now look at everything else that's not a stock down here. Everything else is red. And it's because Bitcoin dominance is going up the last few hours. And of course, because everything follows Bitcoin. Because of this. Right? Now, Solana's obviously had the FUD. Massive FUD. That's put it in a very frustrating position. Look at this. Now, what I'm going to be doing, do not follow me. I suggest you don't. I'm not a financial advisor. But what I'm doing is I'm going to be, once Solana goes back over to 210 or whatnot or whatever, or, you know, going down the road the next few months, especially after April, that's when I'm going to be getting out of alts, because it's, you know, selling may go away. We all know the seasonality time of alts, especially last year. I'll just show you now. So if we go to Solana, we can see, if this is the monthly, this was March, well, April was here. April was a bad, I do actually remember why it was. A lot of memes. I think it was meme season actually in April. Anyway, and you know, we had the pump in February, March up to 210, and then Solana went back to 126. So actually sell in March and then come back in May, because that's at the end of May is when it starts to pump. I think that's when they started rate cuts as well. I think that was the first rate cut. I think, man, my memory is pretty bad. I think that was the first rate cut. That's why I went up a bit. But, you know, given how sentiment is right now, given the markets right now, it doesn't really look like we're going to get a rate cut for a while. Probably till people will, well, I think we're looking at June now, roughly, as an estimate. So we could see a longer cycle this time round, a longer cycle, because of the actual delay in things, the delay in QE as well. That's going to be delayed probably than the usual sort of estimated time frame. So we could lead this could go into 2026 if things continue this way with inflation rising. Anyway, I'm sidetracking again. So I'll be doing that. I'll be selling. I'm not going to be able to time it. No one's going to be able to time it whenever they want, the perfect time. So I'll be starting to sell my Solana, and I'll be going into Bitcoin. Now, why are you doing this, Quality Crypto? Why are you selling your Solana when you're going, you know that it's going to outperform at the end of the year? Yes, most likely. But I would rather miss an opportunity that's just, you know, an extra 20% on top of, say, its previous all-time high, then you know, be in a situation like this where, you know, 90% of the time altcoins are down. So 90% of the time altcoins are down. Altcoin season doesn't last very long at all. So 90% of the 4-year cycle, you could argue, it's going to be in favor of Bitcoin. So I don't mind missing that 10% period, right? Or way less than that. I'm just saying 90% of the time it's Bitcoin primarily. So I don't mind missing, you know, 20-30% tops on top of the all-time high. I don't care about that. What I care about is holding what I have, the profits I have that I've made from these alts already, and not see them bleed like this when they've been doing so well for weeks and months, right? This this is one of the most disappointing investments, and that's saying a lot coming from me, who's a massive Solana, I guess, maxi. That's a lot coming from me. That this is a massive disappointment And it goes back to bad actors in this space. This isn't Solana's fault. No. This has been created by the meme coin FUD. Of course, the unlocks that are coming in the beginning of March. But this is a massive disappointment. There's no way around it. And it's because of people in the space. Whereas you can go to something that's Bitcoin, where it's just pure, it's immutable. You can't do anything to it, you can't FUD it, you can't manipulate people to buy then sell or rug them, because it doesn't work like that. It's not a meme coin. There's no meme coin part of it. It's just Bitcoin. And that's the beauty of it. And, it's just so consistent. And if you look at this, right, 95,000, highs of 109. This is the best performing asset in crypto. And yes, some go stupidly parabolic like XRP did, from 50 cents to what was it? 53 cents at its average to $3.40. That's what, a 7x? So anyway, Bitcoin has been the best performing asset. Give a look at this. And what I'm doing is just what I've been going to be doing for the foreseeable future, which is to be trading using USDT or whatever to generate more sats, more satoshis, so I can buy more Bitcoin. And the idea behind this, the literal idea behind this, is just to keep building my Bitcoin bag with profits that I trade with. 4-5x leverage on Bitcoin. That's all you need to do. Take the profits. You make 1 to 2%. Say you take $100 profit, close the entire trade, buy $100 worth of sats. Done. Do that on repeat every other day, or every day if you're fortunate to have the markets go your way. And that is creating huge returns. Huge returns, because not only are you investing in the best performing asset in the world, you are compounding it to high heaven, because you are making profits on those trades. And those trades are on leverage. So you're leveraging your position even further. And it's a low risk trade. 4x on BTC. Not many people do that, because not many people get liquidated by that method, because people go on, let's just say me last year, 8x. You get liquidated, 10x, 15x, 20x. You get liquidated very quickly, and it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. It really does. And it just demotivates you to do any trading. It does. It demotivated me for a while. I was like, nope, I'll come back in summer. And I kind of did that. It's such a nice position to be in when you know you're not going to be liquidated. And even if it drops down to say 70k, I'll still be fine. It's still fine. And even that, if it does and I get worried, I just add margin to it. Anyway, I'm just saying those are scenarios that could happen. But again, I'm not going to be worried about it, because I'm only trading with such a small amount compared to my overall bag. And it's just you're consistently getting profits to buy more sats. Yes, I could buy more Solana. I could buy more Sui. But look how devastating this market is. I would rather buy this, a finite supply asset, Bitcoin, something that everyone in the world is going after. Institutions, they are going after like the Solanas and the XRPs and whatnot. But let's be honest, they only really care about Bitcoin. They only really care about Bitcoin. Ultimately, that's it. That's kind of the path I'm going down. I'm going down sort of like the Bitcoin road now. In the end, I will probably be 100% in Bitcoin, like in like a year or two or something like that. In the meantime, I'll still ride this wave of Solana and what's to come. But yeah, I think you can see where I'm going with that. It's just such more of a desirable asset to be in Bitcoin. Solana is of course way more sexy. So yeah, that's that. I have no idea if this has helped anyone, but I think just looking at this watch list right now, it's just so apparent. It's so obvious. The obvious trade that we've kind of been missing. We sort of missed that trade in a sense, because we've been going after altcoins. I mean, if we look at Solana, at 210. When was it? January. Yeah, it was at 203 in March, or 210 hit. Let's just say 210. And Bitcoin in March was at 73,000. So 210 and 73,000. 210, 73,000. Those are different numbers here now. We've got 169 and 95,000. 96,000. In the 100k range. Remember, 210, 73,000. So that's it. That's all you need to sort of know. Bitcoin is the best performing asset. Anyway, I have to go now. I have to stop this video now. I have to do something. So I hope this helped. I hope that's given you sort of a wake-up call with what's going on in the markets, especially altcoins, Bitcoin, and what to do sort of next and plan for, even if your alts go back up. Perhaps sort of go into Bitcoin a bit more. It's just the asset is just so much better. Well, that's it. That's all I've got. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.